in the house. Gino's in the house. Gino's in the house. In the house. Gino's in the house. Meow. Meow meow. Gino. Meow meow. Good boy, Gino. Gino. That's a good boy, Gino. Oof, that car does not sound good starting up. Is it a Toyota? That's a Toyota. Okay. I don't know what it is with some old Toyotas, but when you start them, they just sound like doo doo garbage. That's a Toyota, right? It's a RAV4. Can, right? Anyways, Gino, who cares about the Toyota RAV? Who cares about Toyotas? We've got kitty catos. Big Gino. Nothing but meow, meow, meow. What's up, Wingsley? We're here with Gino. Oh, hey, don't go. I gotta get that. That's a screw. Hey, excuse me, sir. Thank you. Look, you don't want this rusty, nasty screw. You mean it's Toyota Meow 4? Ugh. Gino. So yeah, not sure exactly what the schedule is going to be like today. Meowota Prius. I, whoa, 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 whoa. That ain't no Meowota. Also, I called Fats before I started the stream, but he has not showed up. Bam! 20 people want. Come on, Gino. They want to see you. They don't care about me. Gino. Big G. Oh, Gino's the Meowota. Meow. But I still haven't heard an apology for that slap and hiss. That was completely uncalled. Like beyond uncalled for. I was right though. It was a RAV4. Here you go, my dude. Food has been provided. Buddha provides food. And in this instance, I am Buddha. Buddha blessed this food. Easy, sir. Just a couple more drops. A little more dribble. Gotta get the bits. I mean, do a quick fat screen and see if he's gonna be here, but I don't think so. Gino, Gino's a good cat doing good cat things. What's up, J Don LOL 27? Gino's eating. I summoned Fats, but he does not seem to be feeling like summoning. Hey, G. Hello. Okay. Oh, sorry, Denise Navarro. How we doing? We're chilling here right now with Gino, who wants to show you what a good boy he is. Yeah, this is Gino, Denise. There he is. Boom. Yeah. It's funny, but I've been taking a lot of pictures of Gino of late because, woo! Ever since we had that scare with Charlie at the beginning of the year and all those cats disappearing from the main colony, I've tried to make it a point to like take as many photos of Gino as and of all the cats that I know as possible. Just like honestly, I'm trying to channel my inner Bad Bunny. Debí tirar más fotos de cuando que tú heridas las besos abras. Like really, like you know that whole concept. Like there's never enough photos and kisses and hugs to give the things you love, and these are things I love. So need more photos. Cat, what's up, CB Burton the fourth and Shooty boy? My But yeah, so I've been trying to make a habit of taking as many photos as possible. Okay. That's a good boy, Gino. Let me clean your eye gunk, please, sir. Gino's a good boy. But yeah, getting back to my original thing before my ADD gets the best of me, I've been taking more photos of Gino because I'm trying to make a point to take as many photos of the cats that I care for as possible these days. And because of photo recognition software and iPhone these days will recognize pets in addition to humans. It literally My phone thought that Gino was another homeless cat that used to live outside one of my apartments. So it was like it was taking all the photos of Gino and it was like, oh, this is OJ the Juice Cat. I'm like, no, it's not OJ the Juice Cat. This is Gino. This is his own cat. Uh, I'll also say on record that I think ever since this newest version of iOS came through, um, friggin' uh, like tagging of faces and like facial recognition has gotten way worse. And you'd think it's because of planned obsolescence and like, you know, they want you to buy a new phone or whatever. But I have the newest iPhone. I have a 17 Pro Max. Fancy schmancy. Like, the fact of the matter is, I should not be a victim of planned obsolescence. So I'm just saying that their system is probably screwed. Let's see how many people are at the main colony today. Okay, looks like at the very least one. That's better than some nights, so y'all know. Okay, two. I see two. Okay. All right. Let's review where we are here. Very. Oh, I was like, why is it so dark? It's because this freaking trailer is completely blocking the spotlight that's over there. Okay, we got Lil V sighting, the littlest V. I also am somebody came by at some point and dropped by dry food, but there's so few cats that look, it just dried up. All right, let's feed whoever's here. Hey, cat. Who we got? Jamie the cat. Hey, Lil V. All right, who else we got? We got Jamie the cat. We got Lil V. Anybody else? Who made that noise, or was it a human trying to be smart? Or maybe it was Jamie the cat. Oh, what was what, Denise? Sorry. I just got confused there for a second because I did my usual like meow with cats patter and I heard a meow back and if you're curious about that and I thought it came from Jamie, but that's weird because Jamie doesn't meow. What's up, Malo? Welcome back. Also, just as a side note, if anybody is in the Valley of Los Angeles at some point and is looking for weed, I will be the first one to recommend NoHo Compassionate Caregivers. Thumbs up to them. East LA. It's so funny, Malo. I was actually talking about working today, and I said, "Hell yeah, I got my first sock check on live last week to one of my friends, and they were like, "What's up, Ronry? I'm back." Yeah, and they were like, "So how did you do? Were you down? Were you sick ass fool or were you lame?" I'm like, I was somewhere in the middle. I wasn't a sick ass fool, but I wasn't lame either. I was down. Oh, okay. Sorry, the thing that I kicked in the floor. Okay, yeah. What I was saying is, there's some cat feeders come by, Denise, and instead of putting food up here and in containers, they'll put it directly on the floor. Like, you see all of these chunks that look like shit are actually, it's dried pate, like Friskies. That's what this is. I know, like me holding it like this is like, oh, you're holding a bunch of shit in your hands. It's not. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. All of this, like this stuff is all just dried wet food because somebody comes and puts it over here like this, meh, 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 which I don't hold with because I always, yeah, I don't, I don't hold with it because I always worry about contamination, about what could possibly be. Well, they do that because it's because a couple of reasons. Number one, this is public property, whereas that is private. You know, so that's one thing. But the other thing is that it's very cheap to come out here with a can of Friskies or whatever and just go sha 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 and just throw it on the ground. It's a lot more time and labor intensive to put, you know, to stop your car, get out of the car. Um, oh, look at this. It's a lot more effort to stop your car, just turn it off, get out of your car, make sure you've got bowls and stuff like that, you know. And so this is a lot more. So doing it like this is a lot more expeditious and it's a lot quicker because you can just park your car right here in the red zone and you get out and you just chuck food and you get moving. And that's, but I don't hold with that at all because like so many of the cats that I've taken off the streets from Charlie to Baby Blue to Ben to the ones that didn't get taken off the streets, unfortunately, like Big V and what have you. Almost all of them have very bad. Uh, Jamie, Wilby. I was gonna say sorry. Almost all of them has horrible teeth, and they're missing a bunch of them because they just eat rocks. They eat pieces of metal. They eat they eat things that they should not be eating. Is to say. Um, and like that's the thing, they're going to eat like that, human intervention or no human intervention. So if humans are going to involve themselves, we should do our absolute best to feed them in the best way possible, following best practices, as it were. That's that's crazy, Ronry. I've never had to rescue a cat from a heating duct, but one of my cats, who's crossed the rainbow bridge since, she actually crossed the rainbow bridge a long time ago. Thule, may she rest in peace. um But yeah, one day, you see, here's more. See, they come by. Here's before it hardens, and a roach is eating it. Now, here's more. Or I don't know what that is, and I'm not going to touch it. But yeah, that's pate for sure. See? Hold on. Oh yeah. Good stuff. We don't need to look at that any further. We'll just go Jamie Cam. Oh, tying up a cat. Oh, is that animal abuse? That sounds a lot like animal abuse. I don't think you should tie up any animals, but certainly cats. Like they're not guard dogs. Like if you don't if you aren't able to make sure that they stay in one place, that's a you probably shouldn't have that cat. Like, but that's just me. Hey Jay, come on over here. Okay, Janie, I'm also gonna do it. I'm gonna do it here. Here. But yeah, I don't hold with chaining up cats at all. Like, so yeah, I mean, look, it's up to you. You might want to like approach your neighbor like, with kindness first, but if you think he's a bit of a 5150 or you know, you think he wouldn't take carefully to being called out in like a a very calm and not at all accusatory fashion, I wouldn't even call it called out, just being yeah. Oh, he's a drunk. Oh, d yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you might wanna call animal control and be like, "Look, I have welfare concerns." 5150? Sorry, I keep forgetting that there's people from not California sometimes. Don't worry, my state is the entire universe. Don't but yeah, so yeah, you might wanna call animal control or, I mean, I don't wanna say LAPD because let's face it, they don't do shit, but no, TBD. But I was gonna say, but yeah, but J Crow, a 5150. Yeah, exactly what Ronry just said. It's not a 50150. It's just a 5150. But yes, it's an It comes from an an act. I can't remember the name of it in California. So basically, there's three codes. Um, they're the 50 codes, as it were. Let me see if Gino's done eating, and if he is, I'm gonna grab that bowl, and then we're gonna go check in on Chloe. Yeah. So yeah, a 5150 is um a 72-hour psychiatric hold. There's also if you so they basically, instead of taking you to jail, they take you to a mental hospital to, yeah, you get them in you get the what is it? The grippy sock treatment. Um exactly. And also, y'all, Gino heard me and is like, "I'm coming back for more food." Yeah, no, Gino does very well. This is one this here it's here this like as touch and go as it can be at the other colony where I just came from with the two cats, not Jamie, Janie, not Jamie and Lil V. As touch and go as that location is, and as dicey as it can sometimes be, not to reference Brendan Schaub. It's fairly This place is actually fairly safe. The shop owners and the workers seem to like the cats as a whole. And they're they're either supportive or they're ambivalent. And both of the, like, either way is good because supportive is the best. But if they're ambivalent, they're like, we don't care one way or the other. We'll let the cats live. If you want to feed them, feed them. If you don't want to feed them, don't feed them. We really don't give a shit. Both of those are good options. The only one you want to avoid is get away from those cats. Um, but yeah, but I was gonna say, yeah. But as to the 5150 code, there's actually two more codes. There's the if you don't get if they don't think you're good after the 72 hours, they could upgrade you from a 5150 to a 5250, and that's a 14-day stay at the special hospital. And then if they really think you need to stay at the special hospital for a really long time, they'll give you a 5350, and that's an indeterminate, or sorry, not indeterminate, indefinite involuntary commitment. You're in the loony bin until they say so. You get the full Nurse Ratchet treatment that way. Whoa, whoa, you got the best of my love. Whoa, whoa. Blup, 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 blup. Yeah, I mean, look, there's a serious discussion to be had for, like, why did we close all of our state mental asylums and instead make prisons the de facto uh place where we treat the mentally ill? But we're not going to get into that one. That requires a lot of discussion, mostly about institutional failure and stuff like that. We don't need to talk about institutional failure right now. It's Monday at 9:35. All right, all right, all right, all right. All right. I wish I had a second cup so I could double cup this and look like a gangster. I'm not, you know what, Malo? I'm not watching the classic. I'm just watching the scores. I know USA is up 3-0 on something, and I know they beat Mexico. Um yeah, Ronry, don't get me wrong, there still are some state hospitals, but the system, as it were, got completely gutted, starting with Nixon and then basically ending with Reagan. Because what they wanted to do was, like, and here's the yeah, I am, Tracy. As soon as I get to my next colony, we will feed more cats. I just need to transit briefly. Um, but yeah, like, and that's the thing. I think there's, I like, I think yeah, I think the, like, movement of deinstitutionalization, it's one of those the road to hell is paved with good intentions uh scenarios where, like, yeah, I'm like the whole one flew over the cuckoo's nest, nurse Ratchet, abusive mental health facility is not doesn't that stereotype and that archetype doesn't exist in a vacuum. They exist because the state mental hospitals were really bad and abusive places to be. Oh, what the shit, brisket? Y'all, I just went over the train tracks, but there's a train coming, but no, no ding, ding, ding. What, what the heck is going on? Okay, Malo, thanks for stopping by, man. Let's talk about it. Okay, hold on. Okay. It is moving. What? Freight train! Oh, that's not. That's me. Freight train! Y'all know we got a freight train stem. Let's go! Yeah! I'm in park, right? Yes, I'm in park. Car stopped. Trains! Trains! Hold on, let me lock my car. Cool. Trains! Train! I'm literally going fast as the same speed as the train, y'all. Look at this shit. I'm pacing a goddamn train. You're going so slow, train. Why are you going so slow? Go faster! I should not be going at the same speed as a train. I'm slow and out of shape, and I smoked for many years. Go faster! Train! Anyone want to hop in? Open boxcar. Honestly, this shit's going so slowly. I could probably hop in that boxcar, but I ain't ready to do that. I'm not at the point in my life where I say fuck it. Nah, enjoy the woods. Not today. But you know, we're rail fanning, we're foaming. This dude on the other side of the tracks is like, why? Why do I have to wait this long? Oh, no doubt, Ronry. Me too. I do want to travel like a hobo one day. I'm just not quite ready to do it today. Well, my car is parked over there. But yeah, we discussed it on a live a long time ago. Actually, where I would love to go to like Russia or Eastern Europe or something like that, or like and hobo there. Especially because then hopefully once they catch me, I'll just run to the American embassy and be like, I fucked up. I need to get the hell out of here. I just hope they don't auto warm beer me, but that's North Korea. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I'm also looking at the tagging on these cars. Some of it's really good. I always like one thing I really like about freight cars is some of them just become art forms. Any cars in the car? Can people see cars in the car hauler? I don't see shit. Yeah, enjoy the woods. That's why I'm over here. We're just gonna watch and rail fan. We're not getting in that car. We're just foaming here. Also, another news, because it's a long ass Conrail. Holy shit, that's an old ass box. Because because the train is long, because the train is long, people are getting impatient. Look at this dude's like, fuck that shit, I'm out. Mercedes is like, I can't. Oh, plot twist. We're coming to the end of the train, Mercedes. Oh, actually, that's kind of smart because that light will already be a green. He'll run through. Actually, no, it's not the end of the train. It's just the end of the reflective part of the train. We're about to start the tank car section. Holy shit, this is a long boy. Yeah, Miriam, I tend to agree with you. We're still not done. Yeah, you see, this is where I thought the end was because the tanker cars don't reflect, so it looked like it was a void. Chlorine! Chunk, 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 chunk. Okay, now we're at the end of the train. Wood! All right, what's on the last car? Metal! It's literally rebar. And there's the caboose. That little blinky shit in the back of the train. That's the replacement for the caboose. All right, everybody's like, fuck, finally, let's go. Dude is like, I'm out. We're out. We're going. Fuck you and you and you and you and you. Nah. I'm catching a ride in my own car because that's like, it's like a bicycle, but better. BMW or another Mercedes is like, I need to make poop. I need to make fart can sounds. All right. All right. We have accomplished an thing. Let's go check in. Let's get back on topic. But y'all know if there's ever a train, we're getting severely ADHD so we can rail fan at it. Foamers unite. Hmm. Yeah, no, you gotta love you gotta love the train. And I think considering the size and length of that one, I'm not sure we're gonna catch another train for a little while. So let's check in on on the home of Steve and many kitties, and then we'll go check in on Chloe, and then we'll go home. And I'm not sure if I'm taking you guys home with me or not. Maybe yes, maybe no. No, I don't think so. What's up, Mel and I? No, not a new location as such, but we were just watching the trains. Have I ever been impaled by rebar? No, I have never gotten Final Destination, and I don't want to. How's by the way, Mel and I? How is Bowser doing? I, yeah, but we've been. I'm not sure if you've been during one of the streams where I feed here, Mel and I, but it's it's kind of somewhere. It's actually I have a storage unit right over there on the other side of the train tracks. Um, but they've many. There's a lot of cats. Ow, ow. Yeah, that's why the trade I work in is I don't get rebar through the toe. I just get ooh, I just get knives and other weird cut wounds because chefing be like that sometimes. But yeah, definitely hope. Yeah, Melanie, it's very nice to see you. I know you've been busy, and I hope Bowser's doing okay. I also hope you enjoy the thumbnail image from today. Charlie was being straight out of Central Casting. Hey, Void. That's not big floofy Void. Hey, Floof. Floofus magnificus. Let's see if there's any other kitty here. We got one. We got Void, Kittius Maximus Floofus. All right, we're just feeding you, my dude, I guess. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I sometimes think the fluids are less important than like making sure he's like on a renal diet and stuff like that, and just make sure dude is well is got plenty of liquids to take care of. And I hope you are enjoying the thumbnail. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, Mel and I, you know that I know just how bad that can be with my poor Louisa. But oh, speaking of which, Mel and I, last Friday I got Louisa back from cremation. So I'm still waiting to get her an urn and whatnot because I'm deciding on styles and what have you. But yeah, it's nice to have my girl back. Um, yes, Ronry, Bowser's Mel and I's dog. Bowser's unfortunately got stage 3 kidney disease. Um, so we're hoping he does well. We're hoping Drew does well. And yeah, and in other news, Mel and I hope you enjoy the thumbnail I chose today for the stream of Charlie just completely denying me any sort of personal space. Okay, Floofster, thank you for sitting tight for me. Okay, Floofer, where'd you go? I'm not sure there'll be that many cats here tonight because I get the feeling that all the ones that live across the street, close to the train tracks, will be rather flustered considering the amount of train that went by recently. So I'm just glad we got this Void. He ran away when I got too close, but you know, progress. All right, and then we're gonna go check in on Chloe and probably call the stream after that. What's up, Bear? Sounds good, Ron Reese. Stick around for as long as you can, and that's good to hear about the birthdays coming up though, Mel and I, because Fred and Emily had they turned okay, they were born in 2021 in February. So they turned 5 late February. Yeah. So here's where we are vis-a-vis this particular location, Mel and I, is that I've been coming here more often because it's just down the block from Louisaville, which I've been really trying to to visit ever since Louisa got sick, and especially since she crossed the bridge. Um, But so so this is a location I've known that there were cats for many, many years. I used to visit more frequently when I worked near here, but since I don't anymore, I stopped coming. But then when Louisa got sick, and especially considering how touch and go it's been at the main colony where Baby Blue and Tatiana used to live, um, I decided to expand to new colony locations. Let me just get out the way for this cart. A Fisker Ocean, bro? Really? Okay. How do you even maintain that shit box? I thought whatever. The true car nerds know how rare that piece of shit is, and also what a ghastly choice of car it is. But yeah, yeah. There's actually a surprising number of cats here. There's at least two gray cats. There's a cat that looks a lot like Denise the Menace, but isn't. There's a tuxie of some sort. There's a lot of cats here. And so yeah, some days you see like five, six, seven. Some days it's like this, you only see one. Ah! But let's go check in on Clo. I'm loving the progress that we're making with Chloe. I'm also that's how it is. Also, Mel and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of stalling on putting Charlie up for adoption just in case you decide you want him. And also just because he's such a good boy. I'm really enjoying the time I'm spending with him. He's precious. More train? Okay, this is gonna be a passenger train, right? This has to be a passenger train. Let's get to the red light and we will find out together, folks. Train? Train? Green light for me, so green. Train? Turn your brights off. All right, am I racing the train or am I going against the train? There it is. All right, Amtrak. For the record, if the train was going that way, I would. Well, I wouldn't because there's a car in front of me. But put her in reverse, Terry. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If the train was going the same direction as me, I would step on it for a second. Um, just for the walls. But let's not do that right now. All right, I thought. Hold on, I did flip a Yui really quickly because I thought I saw a rando cat at the corner of my eye, and we're always here to stop for rando cats. Oh, but only if it is a cat, which it was not, as a matter of fact. Yeah, and you know what, Mel and I was trying to get my parents to adopt him because he would make a great companion for their cat, who's always lonely these days. But no, no, no. My parents want to insist on being a one cat household, despite the fact that I don't think that's always a good idea. And just from a practical standpoint, the difference in, like, don't get me wrong, having many, many cats is quite a labor. I speak as somebody who has many, many cats, but I can also tell you from experience that the like labor difference between one cat and two cat is negligible. Like it doesn't really get like more labor intensive until I think you get to like three, four, maybe five cats. Let's say four. Four cats, and then you start getting like, okay, I'm working my ass off for these cats. But if it's just like, woo, if it's just two cats, it's from a practical standpoint, in my opinion, in my experience, it's functionally identical to feeding and taking care of one cat. All right, flip your Yui so I can flip my Yui, please. Yeah, I mean, Mel and I'm more like if you really have interest in Charlie, I'm more than willing to hold him for you. Um, you know, oh, Chloe's here. I didn't even see her. My stupid ass. Chloe. But yeah, Mr. Burnt Dorito. What's up, Chris? We don't need to be hurling any insults and calling people dumb. Um Ron React, generally speaking, it actually is considered best practices that if you're in a multi-cat household, you have one extra litter box than you have cats because um yeah, no. I agree with you, Ronry. That's why I'm trying to like just turn down the heat a little bit. Um, you know, because we don't need to be hurling insults at anybody. So, you don't need you burnt Dorito, you don't need to call Ronry dumb because she speaks a lot of sense actually. Because the the thing is that cats can sometimes get territorial, and when you and so having that extra litter box sometimes can be very helpful because it'll okay, burnt Dorito. It's we're done. We're done. We're good. It's not. It really ain't that big. You know what? You know who is that big? Chloe. Yeah, I know, Chris. Isn't it incredible to see how fast she's socializing? It's great to see. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Marty. Yeah, it's generally supposed to see one litter box per cat and one extra. And it's helpful just in case like the cats want to like square up. You've got an extra space, you've got an extra litter box rather than the cat shitting on the floor. You know? No, Clo, I wanted to see if my yeah, that's a no-go. Wah, wah. Holy shit, folks. Oh, never mind. I thought it was a PT Cru I thought it was a wood paneled PT Cruiser, but it's a wood paneled Chevy HHR. Also, Ronry, thank you so much. Have a great evening. Yeah, but don't. But yeah, guys, don't. Chloe, get the heck out of the street. What the heck are you doing? Get. USA. Why did Captain Dipshit, and in this case, Captain Dipshit is me. Um, excuse me. Why can I never find my stuff? Plop. I know it's incredible to see how fast she's progressed. All right, let me get the food container because I seem to keep losing my food container. Ah, homeless cat feeding, turning multi-use plastics into single-use plastics with the quickness. Ugh. on, girl. Okay, you don't want to hang out with the car that's coming with the very bright headlights? That's fine. Or can exhaust mode type energy. Hey, Elijah, you're still in the chat, right? Come on, Chloe. I think the car with the fart can exhaust scared her. Okay, Chloe, you want to eat behind there? That's fine. I can meet you there too. Okay. Chloe has been fed. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Elijah. Do me a favor. If Ronry pops back in the chat either tonight, which is unlikely um because I'm probably gonna call the chat or call the stream pretty soon, and more likely sometime soon, either later this week or whatever. Do me a favor, remind me to just discuss stuff with her because I guess because what I'm feeling, like my spidey senses tingle in this regard, is that um the burnt Dorito guy called her dumb, which was really uncalled for. Um, and I tried to just turn the heat down, but I don't think I advocated for Ronry enough in a manner of speaking. And she clearly got upset about about something. And remind me to talk to her and be like, what can I do better to what's up, Texas Rebel? Yeah, remind me to talk to, when next time I see her to talk. If I don't remember and if you remember, yeah, just remind me to be like, you know, let me know how I can be a better friend and a better ally and a better streamer for future reference. All right. All right. Thanks, guys, and thanks, Melanie. And all right, my peeps, I'm not seeing anything going on over here. It's deader than shit. Um, Chloe has been fed. Gino's been fed. Other cats have also been fed. Um, I was debating whether to take you guys home with me or not to the apartment. But to be honest with you, I'm kind of the feeling that I'm not going to, and let me tell you why. My parents are uh are are going on a vacation right now, so I actually need to go to. In addition to taking care of my cat, excuse me, pardon the yawn. What's up, Deidre? Sorry. So, what I was gonna say is, in addition to taking care of my cats at home and like general requirements of living alone, um, I also have to go take care of my parents' cat, Monty. And in addition to that, I can also use this as an opportunity to do my laundry for free because apartment living means you got to use quarters, but going to my parents' house means the laundry is free, just like sit and sleeps mattresses. Pardon the drinking, but I needed some sustenance. All right, Wingsley. Good night to you. We are gonna go to the end of the block because before, yeah, we are gonna go to the. What's up, Linda Pete? We are gonna go to the end of the block before I could call the stream because there might be some more cats over there. You never know. It's a sometimes yes, sometimes no. But like it, look, at least we got to, we hung out. We got to chill with Gino. Yeah, but I mean, but Elijah, think of the advantages. They're not in Los Angeles. They're not even in California right now. So I don't need to schmooze with them. I don't need to do shit about fuck. I just grab my dirty laundry from my apartment, throw it in this car, and get back on the road. All right, we are looking for more kitties because this is a very kitty full street, as it were. So maybe there'll be some more that we can check in on and see. There was a white cat that lived over there. And still lives over there because I saw the cat a while back, but I haven't seen it since. Sometimes cats here, but I don't see anything. Let me check one more location. Margot? Yes, I am. I'm not religious though. I identify. If I died right now, I would die an atheist. But yeah, I was born Jewish. Please, no Austrian painter jokes. All right, I am stopping the car briefly here. Oh, Melanie, that's great. Your son is really working the shit out of the system, and I'm all here for it. Okay, so for y'all, oh, that's. Do I speak Hebrew? I took many years of Hebrew, but at this point, I would say probably not. I used to say I was trilingual. Now I'm just bilingual. And to be honest with you, that's kind of a lie. I was never really trilingual. I could just there was like the sliverest piece of like period of time where I could speak English, Hebrew, and Spanish. But for whatever reason, I seem to be like bilingual coded. I can either speak Hebrew or Spanish, but not both. Um, and if I do try to speak both, I'll mix the two up. Like if I try to speak Hebrew, I'll start speaking Spanish out of nowhere, and like it'd be like, let me like I'm. See, here's the thing: I have to try not to speak Spanish, and I'll still end up speaking Spanish because I'll look for the word, and I'll look for a word that I'm like how do you say I don't know frying pan in Hebrew, and I'd be like sartén. And I'm like, no, that's not sartén is how you say frying pan in Spanish, not Hebrew. So that's kind of where I'm at. Anyways, the reason I'm schmoozing here is that when I used to work one block over, there used to be a little tiny Void that lived here. I don't know if Void is still here. Obviously, there's no cats to be seen at the moment, so Void is not here. Oh, Lehitraot? Oh, that's Shalom Chavera. Also, here's some great slap artwork for y'all. Just a little bit of buffoonery for a second. These nuts. Plane, plan, 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 plan. What is that, American? No, it's Alaska. Alaska Airlines. You know, it's a 737 MAX if all of a sudden and for no good reason it just goes. But like, I'm not gonna lie, Mel and I, in in another life, I would love to have been a pilot. There are just so many substances I take that put me on the FAA no go list. Um, to be like a pilot. But I'm not gonna lie. Every time I see a plane fly overhead, I wonder where it's going, and I wish I could be the pilot. Hey, King Kong ain't got shit on me. Um, but yeah, like, but yeah, apparently, it's not apparently, it's a duh thing. Like marijuana, like everyone who knows me knows I smoke weed. I love weed. I think it's the bomb. And the pro it's the same. It's the same thing. On well, I mean, I am less interested. To be honest with you, I'm less interested in being a rail engineer than I would be in being a pilot. But I believe in both instances. Hello. I don't know why you honked there. Helicopters. It's also a no go for me. Um, unfortunately, smoking marijuana is a no go for a pilot's license, and beyond that, because like I've always said, if I could get a commercial pilot's license and like fly big jets, I'd give up weed like that. Well, not like that because you need to wean yourself off, but like I would quit weed with the quickness. If given the opportunity to fly jets. Here's the thing: in addition to marijuana, antidepressants are also a no go substance when it comes to being a pilot and getting a commercial pilot's license. So that's gonna be a yeah. Good one, Chris. Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, where where like even if I and people can get waivers for the antidepressants. I know that. Like there's waivers for practically everything. But before we call the stream, since we're schmoozing here right now still, let me show y'all one final thing really briefly. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I'll be flying high and flying high and flying high. It's a ton of flying high. I'm gonna show y'all a couple of quick things, and then we'll hit the road quite briefly. There's a lot of cars parked here right now. I'm very curious as to why. Okay, we're on Fulton. I think it's Avenue right now, not Fulton Street in New York. But I just wanted to show y'all something quite briefly because this is how I know about all these locations. And we're 1 block away, by the way, from Louisville. We're 1 block west of Louisville. Um, Oops. The reason I know this area so well is because over here in this building, this is 7333 Fulton. See where it says there? 7333. And for a long time, or for several years, I worked as a chef for a catering company at one of these buildings until that company went bust. But yeah, so that's how I know about all these places. And I was here for quite some time. And another thing that y'all might find somewhat interesting, and like literally, that's the building I work at. Yeah, yeah. So that's the place where I work at. But right here, Heaven on Earth, Perry Place, the Perry McFarlane Sanctuary. This is actually a cat rescue. Perry McFarlane is Seth MacFarlane's mom, so he actually sponsors that cat rescue. Um, Unfortunately, that cat rescue is always full or overfull. So I've never I tried to work with them actually several years back, and it didn't materialize. Um, Yeah, Elijah's exactly right. I'll be I'll be going altitude, airspeed, and the plane will be going terrain, pull up, terrain, pull up. Hold on. I don't think we're gonna be feeding any kitty cats. So yeah, just to give you all a quick like a quick like where we are right now, so y'all can see. This street right here, this corner past the blue building, that's Fulton Avenue. Then we go past all these homeless people's RVs all the way yonder. That's and go there, left over there, we get to Louisaville and we hang out with Chloe. Nah, this is absolutely not Skid Row. That's in downtown. Kitty. Like I said, we don't feed here because these people take care of their cats. But Kitty, Kitty. But yeah, as you can see, the people here, uh, they take care of their cats. You see, they even got metal bowls out and everything. So I don't need to do jack and shit about this. But yeah, this is very much not Skid Row. This is far too clean. Um, this is just living near the train tracks, and there are RVs. You know, but my POV is as long as they got their RVs and they keep to themselves and they don't bother me. I don't bother them. They respect me. I respect them. Life is good. But yeah, as I was saying, this fence right here with all the cutouts in it, that's the train tracks that I'm always rail fanning at and foaming. Going train. Oh, those are the best, Mel and I. The funny thing is that the thumbnail image that's on today's stream of Charlie deciding to give me a face rub, he was also actively stepping on my neck with his peats. So he's doing like the love fest in my face, but at the same time he's going and I'm like, I love you, but can you stop stepping on my neck, please? Kitty massage. You know what the funny thing is that kitty massages either feel like the absolute greatest thing on earth, or they start with the claws, and you're like, ow, 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 stop it, ow. What's this guy doing over here? Just dead ass stopped in his BMW. Oh, I'm just gonna go past. It's not my problem. His problem, not my problem. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, and I mean, I think that's also just a side effect of Charlie just being a very good cat, because he's just outgoing like that, and you love to see that because you know, um, my mom likes Charlie, my dad and she's trying to convince my dad to adopt Charlie, but my dad is not budging. But yeah, I mean, but yeah, he's a very and like even you know even Hector, um, kitty. Even Hector was telling me like, um, he actually. We were speaking one day on the phone, and he was like, "Where's Charlie?" I'm like, "Oh, I took him off the phone." He's like, "Oh, he's such a good cat," because Charlie was very friendly to Hector too. Oh my god, oh, almost ate shit there. Okay, I came by over here just to check in. The food is gone, but That big void isn't here, but we have different kitty. Kitty. Meow. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Mel and I. Hector's a great name. I know I should probably like, especially considering I can't speak Spanish, I should probably pronounce it as Hector. But like, I mean, let's face it, Hector's a name that comes from ancient times. I mean, you know, Hector of Troy and whatnot. Okay, we're gonna hit the road. Cats are fed. My civic duty is somewhat done. Um, yeah, the cat was like, "The fuck." I mean, also for the Breaking Bad fanboys, Hector Salamanca with the ding 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 ding. What's up, Austrian pigeon and pigeony? Yeah. Ding 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 ding. Okay, hold on. Let's see how long I can ding 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 because I have a corner coming up. Ding 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 ding. Okay, now I gotta take my hand off. Hands on the wheel, David. I can switch lanes without my I can switch lanes knee driving. I cannot do a 90-degree bend knee driving. Surprisingly. All right, folks, I'm hopping on the freeway real soon. I want to thank each and every one of you for swinging by. I do want to give you a brief update, schedule wise. I mean, Mel and I don't think I don't think I can knee drive a plane because, well, especially what if I want to do an Airbus? Airbuses have side sticks, so you can't do anything with your knees. I guess I'll have to train. I guess I'll have to learn how to fly a Boeing so I can get the yoke. Oh, and also, and this is a true fact. I'll say because I have heard from U.S. Air Force pilots, that like from fighter pilots that a lot of fighter pilots who used to fly F-15s, the Eagle, and then upgrade to like F-35 or F-22 or something like that. They actually miss because the Eagle has a the Eagle's control stick is between your legs. Yeah, I couldn't possibly knee drive an Airbus. The side stick is on the left or the right, depending on which seat you're sitting in. But but yeah, but I've heard of former F-15 drivers, like old Eagle drivers, being like, "Yeah, I kind of miss my Eagle because in the Eagle during long trips or whatever, you could kind of control the yoke with because it between your legs with your two legs if you needed to like write something on your knee board or something like that." Whereas now I'm in the Raptor, great plane, but I have to keep both hands on the thing because the Raptor doesn't have a center stick, it has a side stick. Also, not for nothing, but let's just keep it a stack. Once like when you're in the cruise phase of an airplane flight, 9 times out of 10, you're on autopilot. So you're just monitoring instruments. Like you can knee drive the shit out of it. You can do like this. Like reclining it. You can recline on your Airbus. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm actually so far away from the steering wheel now I cannot reach it because I'm so far reclined. But I'm somehow managing to stay in the center of the lane. I have no idea how I'm pulling this stunt off. This is really dangerous. We're not going to do it anymore. It was funny, though. For a laugh, it was worth it. Yeah, next minute. Terrain, terrain, pull up. Terrain, terrain, pull up. Okay, uh, with that being said, y'all, we're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna drive safe on the freeway, and also gonna put on some music. So, but yeah, uh, because I actually worked at Universal today, not my normal job. So because of that, I do have to go into my other job tomorrow. I do, however, doubt that I'll be visiting the cats, but maybe because I won't need to do that much actual work tomorrow, what I might do is, since I'll probably be home a little bit earlier, maybe we'll do a home hangout with Charlie and pick locks and what have you. Um, so yeah, reserve the right to do that. But for now, I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out, for being awesome, for taking care of animals, and for taking care of yourself. Bye!